Without question, fall is my favorite season of the year. And I'm not really sure why. It's definitely visually stimulating. And it could be for me because I grew up in Canada. And in Canada, most of the trees in our woods and forests are deciduous trees. Maple, oak, walnut, and hickory. And when those trees change, when those leaves change in the fall, the colors are just explosive, just amazing. I can probably count on 2 fingers the number of times that my family went on vacation together. And one of those times was a trip to northern Ontario to a park called Algonquin Park. Just this massive spread of trees in northern Ontario. My dad came home one afternoon and said, it's time for a family vacation, and we piled in the car. And that was back in the days before seatbelts, big old Pontiac. I was probably 8 years old, sitting in the back seat. And I can still see every time we top a hill, you just have this amazing vista, just this ocean of deep reds and yellows, almost blues and greens, just amazing. And I think that's partly why I like fall. It's just this visually stimulating time of the year. And there's other visual clues as well. I was sitting on my back porch this week and realized that at dusk, late in the afternoon, the shadows seemed so much longer. And the hue in the sky was just a slightly more tinge of yellow than it would be in the summertime. There was something magic about that. So my goal today is to take us on a sensual journey. Not that sensual. The sights, the sounds, the smells, and tastes of fall. I want you to just use your imagination. At times, close your eyes if you need to. Just stir up the memories that make fall a fascinating time of the year. As we move into our meeting, I'd like to just introduce some of the basic roles. We have some support roles today that I'd like to introduce. First, I'd like to introduce our timer. And we all know that when a Toastmaster speaks, a timer times. But Mike, for the sake of our guests, will you tell us a little bit about what the role of timer is?
Certainly. Well, you can get caught up in your essential journeys elsewhere, but in Toastmasters, you're going to be timed. Specifically, the folks who do table topics will have between 1 and 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I'll turn the green light on, 1.5 the yellow, and at 2 minutes, I'll turn the red light so you know when to conclude your table topic. Speeches today, we have 2 speeches, one between 4 and 6 minutes. So at 4 minutes, I'll turn the green light on, 5 the yellow, and 6 the red.
Yellow's not working.
Yellow's not working.
I didn't turn it on.
But
At your speech is between 5 and 7 minutes, so at 5 minutes I'll turn the green light on. At 6 minutes I'll turn the yellow light on. On red minute you'll know it's time to conclude in 30 seconds. And for those who are doing evaluations, you have between 2 and 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 2.5, and 3 minutes for the end of your evaluation.
Okay.